D4DJ may seem like it follows the same formulas that most idol franchises do, but one thing I really appreciate about the franchise is how it fully embraces electronic music and delves into the process that goes into creating it. Electronic music is a relatively young genre in the grand scheme of music history, and despite its spike in popularity with the open accessibility of the internet and digital audio workspaces, it still has a sense of unknown attached to it that causes some people to brush it off as not real music. So I'm glad that the D4DJ anime provides a closer look at the talent that goes into producing this music, as well as giving us a great catalog of songs to show how many unique compositions can be created using the conventions of the genre. Since the next season of the anime is just starting its run, I thought it'd be fun to take a look back at the first season and the music that started off the units we came to know and love. From least favorite to most favorite, let's rank the songs from D4DJ First Mix. Starting off at the bottom is a song I really don't have any significant thoughts or feelings about, but I'm a YouTuber, so it's my job to ramble about pointless things. Happy Around Days does have a nice, relaxing groove to it compared to some of Happy Around's more hyper songs. As the title implies, it feels like something that would play over a slice-of-life montage with the members of Happy Around going about their day-to-day activities. Beyond that, though, I don't find anything about it to be all that memorable or appealing, and its slightly repetitive nature left me feeling like the song never really went anywhere. It's a cute but forgettable track. Peaky P-key are pretty famous for their hype-up songs, and Absolute definitely falls in this category as a song to blow away the competition at the Sunset stage. The only reason it landed so low on this list is that I don't think it's as strong as the songs from Peaky P-key that we'll talk about later. It feels a bit tame in some respects, not really pushing the boundaries when it comes to vocals or instrumentals. Despite a pretty solid build-up from the verses, the chorus never really feels like it pays off on that excitement, leaving the song to come close but not fully reach the impact it could have.
Here's a light, dancing bright. All you need to do is follow me, pray for me.
Photon Maiden makes a lot of songs about lights, stars, and stuff like that. Here's the Light is one of the less memorable variations on that concept, following the ethos of if it isn't broken, don't fix it. The girls, as usual, have some fun vocal parts that overlap well during the chorus, and there's a pretty fun build-up during the beginning verses. Besides some few extra touches, there isn't much variation from the formula, and so Here's the Light doesn't go beyond being a good Photon Maiden song. From its opening, Let's Do the Big Bang has a strikingly unique sound. It starts out with a flurry of notes that's almost stressful and discordant at times, and the rest of the song carries this vibe. The vocal and instrumental parts are impressively rapid-paced. I appreciate the attempt at doing something more interesting, although sometimes it can cause the track to sound a little messy or all over the place. Overall, Let's Do the Big Bang doesn't stick with me as much as the other songs on this list, but it's still a fun and energetic Peaky P-key track. Initially, I had forgotten that this version of Happy Around's Honest existed until I started making this list. It's not even really a song, mostly centering around Rinku and Mooney's creative choice to confront their emotional problems with each other by having a rap battle. If I had a nickel for every time idol girls had a freestyle rap session that strengthened their relationships overall, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Honest Conflict is a great variation on this formula, with both Rinku and Mooney having a good sense of rhythm with their raps. Additionally, the emotional payoff for this song just clicks and serves as a cute resolution to their arc. I haven't really listened to it since first watching the anime, but it deserves recognition for serving its story beat well. Electric Chaos Countdown serves in the anime as an exciting introduction for Peaky P-key that solidifies their sound well. The track does a good job of incorporating more subdued and energetic moments to give the build-ups and payoffs more impact overall. You can really hear this in the countdown aspect of the song, and it does a great job of constantly building momentum and keeping the listener engaged. Admittedly, the way that the intro is a build-up, the first verse quickly becomes a build-up, and the chorus ends with a build-up does end up leaving the track to feel a bit repetitive in some ways. But otherwise, it's a fun and energetic opener for Peaky P-key. Aword Tonight is an integral song to D4DJ that was performed at the DJ festival that caused everyone in Happy Around to become interested in live electronic music, and I think this catchy cover lives up to that reputation well. The vocal duet by Nana Mizuki and Rachel is probably the strongest part of the track, as neither singer feels like one is outshining the other and their sounds blend together well. The song almost feels like it's going through different movements with how unique each part is, and sometimes transitioning between them feels a little jarring, but I'll admit everything comes together for the whoa 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 Aword Tonight part. It's hard not to sing along when it starts playing, and that's a telltale sign of a great track.
You make a sound no one has ever heard, like the burst of distant thoughts.
Photon Melodies opens with a bang, starting out the gate with some strong synth and vocals, and I think this perfectly sets the tone. The song is Photon Maiden's ethos, how their music is about inventing unique melodies to liven up the world around them. Although I don't think this one actually ended up being the most groundbreaking of their music, it still leaves a strong impact on the listener that makes them want to hear more. The whole track just has a futuristic sound that invites the audience to go on a musical journey with the artist of Photon Maiden. Like Photon Melodies, A Lot of Life is a track that captures a futuristic sound with its pulsing synth and soaring vocals, but I think it does a better job of capturing the sense of wonder that comes with exploring something new. In some ways, I would admit the song can be cliche and rely on the tropes of modern electronic music, something that sounds like it would play during an inspirational montage in a nature documentary. Still, I think A Lot of Life does such a good job of conveying that hopeful feeling that it deserves a listen and a higher spot on this list. Woo, bunch of noises. Beep beep boop boop. I love noises. Look at Rinku jumping around. This is great. So yeah, Happy Around's cover of Feeling Good can be overwhelmingly hyper at times. I can understand well why some people wouldn't like this song, and I have a love-hate relationship with it myself. Maybe this tumultuous perspective is what puts it basically right in the middle of the list. Even so, Feeling Good fits its namesake and tends to be the perfect song for lifting my mood. The sharp synth can be a little ear-grating at times, but the flying notes also have a euphoric effect that makes this song like an exciting roller coaster ride. I don't know. It's cool, I like it. Alright, happy music isn't much better when it comes to mind-numbingly energetic songs, but it at least has more variation in the composition that puts it a step above Feeling Good. There's some creative incorporations of different instruments and musical genres, which somehow the composers manage to blend together smoothly. It's like a contained chaos that keeps it from being too random, but has enough unexpected twists and turns to make for an engaging listen. I think that's what makes happy music a perfect party track and a solid Happy Around song.
星を咲かす瞳が好き雲の裏に滲んだ月
I'll just say that Akatsuki Fruits Mix was a little hard to determine how to rank since it's pretty similar overall to the original version. I will talk more about that original later, and I decided to get Fruits Mix out of the way so that Akatsuki itself wouldn't completely overshadow all the other songs on this list. Overall, the best way I can think to describe this remix is that it's more vibey. Some acoustic guitar strumming is added, along with more reverb and echo effects. It's pretty, but it starts to get a little too vibey and cluttered for me, so that's why I'll save talking about why I like Akatsuki when we get to the original. Make My Style is the cutest Happy Around song in my opinion. From the adorable synth in the opening, you know that this is going to put a smile on your face. The beautiful vocal performances from all of the members further build on this theme, and everyone brings the emotion needed to give this song a sincere, nostalgic charm. I think that those are the most fitting words I can use to describe this track. It makes great use of Happy Around strengths to create the perfect comfort song. Despite being a more chill and laid-back song, Honest Happy Aword works surprisingly well for Happy Around. All of the girls have a great sense of rhythm with their rap solos, and the way that they embrace the somewhat cheesy nature of their rapping prevents it from feeling awkward or forced. Overall, the song doesn't try to be super hardcore or impressive, and it makes for an enjoyable and relaxing listening experience. It really captures the simple honesty of Rinku and Mooney's friendship, as well as the wholesome bonds between everyone in Happy Around that makes their story worth following. even just from the simple piano opening, Brand New World sets itself up as a beautiful ballad for Rei. The song not only makes use of some lovely piano playing, but especially Kanan Shizaki's angelic voice. Despite not having any strong attachment towards Rei, this song really made me appreciate her character more and understand why she's a favorite for many people. Brand New World effectively achieves its goal of not only being an emotional song, but developing the character of its vocalist and giving the listener a look into their world. And this is where my Mooney bias comes in. Give Me Awesome is the perfect song for Mooney. The combination of a hyper DDR-esque chorus with a cute waltz for the verses effectively conveys the various sides of Mooney's personality that makes her such a lovable character. Part of the song is her just making the audience chant about how awesome she is. It takes the tropey message of being yourself and turns it into force everyone to worship your greatness, and I think that's pretty inspirational. Mimura Haruka's vocal performance is the cherry on top for this song, providing an adorable performance with a spunky edge that makes Mooney who she is and makes me repeat Give Me Awesome on loop. Peaky P-key fans, don't leave the video yet! Look, they made it to number 3 with Wish You Luck! I hope I don't give a bad impression of Peaky P-key with this list. Admittedly, I don't listen to their music a lot, but there are a fair share of their songs that I like that just weren't featured in the anime. Wish You Luck is one song that made it to the anime, and is one of my favorites of the entire D4DJ franchise. Just listening to the opening tells you all you need to know about this song, starting with a somber piano solo only for the beat to kick in, supported by a head-bopping bass line. This track is absolutely addictive, using a ton of creative chord progressions and instrumentals to make for an interesting listen in every replay. The song also definitely shows off Peaky P-key's vocal prowess, especially with Aimi. If you ever had doubts about her going from Kasumi to Kyoko, this song proves how great her voice sounds with a more subdued, mature tone. Despite being one of Peaky P-key's slowest songs, it still keeps their signature energy, and overall Wish You Luck's biggest strength is its ability to convey multiple feelings at once. Guru Guru DJ Turn may be the song to beat Wish You Luck for having the most diverse composition though. Not only is it a great track on its own, but it really is the perfect opening for the anime. The first verses have a classic EDM feel with lively vocals from the members of Happy Around and highly remixed instrumentals. Then, in one of the most inventive style changes I've heard in a song, we jump into Kyoko and Saki's more hip-hop sounding interlude. The bridge starts an energetic build-up before leading into the chorus, which is more reminiscent of pop idol music. A wide range of sounds are conveyed in these opening minutes that's only elaborated on as the track continues, and it does a great job of communicating the variety of styles within electronic music as well as the multiple aspects that make D4DJ First mix so enjoyable. Guru Guru DJ Turn is a top tier anime opening for its music, animation, and of course, its memeability. Despite my love for Guru Guru DJ Turn, Akatsuki beats it out for the top spot. It's everything I love about Photon Maiden. The beautiful electronic instrumentals blend a variety of sound textures to the point where I can almost feel it inside. The amazing vocals from all of the members that sound great on their own and wonderful when they're all harmonizing together. The lyrics are some of my favorite of D4DJ's music, and they really have that poetic quality that conveys the strong emotions and imagery of the song. Still, I think my favorite part of Akatsuki has to be during the second chorus, where the electronic instrumentals build up only to burst in a flurry of notes and arpeggios. It's a magical musical moment that I never get tired of listening to. The whole song has the ability to transport me to a starry landscape of bright constellations that show the burning of love in the dark of night, and I think that feeling shows how effective the song is better than any words could. So I should probably spare you and stop my over-the-top ramblings now. Akatsuki is probably my favorite song of the entire D4DJ franchise, maybe behind Rondo's Celsius, but that's a debate for another video. Thank you for watching this D4DJ song ranking, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!